Hello Marvel Legends, it's David here once again, the giant of the Marvel Legends community, that of course being global icon and national treasure. Yeah, I said it. If no one else is going to claim that title, it might as well be me. Now then folks, I have a knife. You know what that means. Another random mystery unboxing. I've ordered so much stuff. I'm not sure what it is. That's becoming kind of a cliche, but I do have an idea what it is because it's pretty heavy. But we're not going to get to that because we are going to get to it. But first, I got a little envelope here, and you know, I know what you're thinking. Well, that can't be Marvel Legend. Well, technically, it could be Flatman. Just saying. But this, I think I know what it is. I'm going to crack it open, and yes! Look at that! You know what this is. Come on guys. You know what this is. It is Genis-Vell's bandolier, which was absent from my figure when I opened it. And I didn't even realize until somebody pointed it out after watching my videos, like, dude, you know he doesn't have his chest strap. And I was like, what are you talking about, crazy person? Chest strap. I don't even know what you're... Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, I saw that he was missing. He's brand new, but he didn't have the chest strap. So I was like, ah! That kind of thing will drive me insane. Like, it's tiny, it's like an elastic band. It's nothing, but it means the figure was incomplete and therefore worthless to me. What am I going to do with an incomplete figure? And the problem was that it was, you know, I didn't want to contact the supplier because I'm like, I don't want to bug you guys for this. It's a Hasbro mistake. It's not your mistake. This was new in box. So, you know, I just mentioned it casually on one of the Facebook groups, and no sooner did I mention that I was missing it, two good brothers instantly were like, dude, let me hook you up. So the guy who got there first, because he already had my address from previous dealings, Ben instantly whacked this in an envelope, and before someone else could even comment on the post, he had an envelope with my address on it, and this was winging its way to me. So Ben, you are the true Marvel Legend. I'm going to put this on Marvel right now. Alright, here he is, looking all beautiful and sparkly and glittery. I still love this guy, but I knew in my heart of hearts that there was something wrong. There was something amiss. How did this not get on here? I guess you gotta pop the head off to get it on. Is this gonna... Okay. Well, that was gonna happen. You know who that was? Bloody Age of Apocalypse Jean Grey. Surely I'm not alone in this. Is that figure like the worst figure to stand out of everything? Age of Apocalypse Jean Grey. Tiny feet, poor ankle articulation in mine. She's a bloody nightmare, and of course I position her right on the side of the cabinet, so of course she's going to fall off every time I... Come on, you little... Yeah, Genis-Vell's head is... I'm going to have to use a little hot water, I think. Or you could watch me maybe break my figure on screen. That's always fun. But this doesn't make for riveting. There we go. Whew. Alright, worth it. So there we go. Genis-Vell is now complete with his little green bandolier, which was just, it's such a nothing accessory, but if it's not complete, it's so funny because I'm not a mint in box guy. Like, the box can be trashed, destroyed, ideally not. I do try and keep them, but you know, if I'm buying a figure secondhand and they're like, do you want the box? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then they say, it'll cost an extra £2 to ship. Oh, forget it then. I just spat on myself. This quality podcast. Oh, and now Genis-Vell isn't standing. Oh, you're gonna be that figure, aren't you? You're just gonna be a difficult little... There you go. All right. At last, all is right with the world. I have a complete with strap Genis-Vell, and I forgive you for everything. That's that done. Out of the way. Now time for the main event. The real unboxing. The reason why we're here, because oof, look at this. Boom. There is some heft there. This is a hefty box. I'm gonna move Genis-Vell and let's see what's in here. I like this setup with the white table, but do any other kids of the 90s, does this just remind you of the head from Art Attack? Just, I've got a new legend, hey! I thought so. Maybe I'm alone. People watching this in America are like, what are you talking about? To be honest, sometimes I watch my videos back and I'm like, What are you talking about? All right, here we go. This is a nice, easy one to slice open. Hopefully it's not the the debacle of me trying to unwrap Deadpool for 10 minutes like last time. Here we go. The only problem with this little setup is there's not much room to maneuver. But I chose this life, so this is where we are. All right, here we go. I've got some high hopes as to what this is. Okay, they are bubble wrap, so I might have to do some unpacking. So, yes, I know what this is. It's a big, hefty, heavy, chunky boy. Can you tell? You recognize the boots? Of course you recognize the boots. You know who this is? It's the Juggernaut, bitch! Yes, I've got, obviously, duh. I've got the Colossus Juggernaut 2-pack, which is the very animated looking Juggernaut. Very much 92 X-Men cartoon animated Juggernaut, which is great. But I like the BAF. I like the face on the BAF with more detail in the eyes and different colors. There's more going on there. And Juggernaut has been such a prominent character throughout the years that you can put it in different places chronologically. Maybe in the Thunderbolts I might do, but you guys get to see him before I do. That's a tradition we have. Yes! BAF Juggernaut. I'm gonna have to put a little timestamp on the front of this. The first Marvel Legend appears at 6 minutes 59, 7 minutes. But look, oh, he's so good, he's so big, he's so heavy, he weighs like a 9.5 out of 10 on the Heft-o-Metre scale. This is a hefty boy. And I bought him kind of on a whim, because there's another BAF in here that I'm building the suspense to open. But I was buying that other BAF, and I saw the guy had Juggernaut, and I was like, ooh, dare I? Because I don't need him, because I've got a Juggernaut, but this is, I always thought, the better Juggernaut. And come on, of course he is. Look at the detail on the face. There's so much more going on here. I love the darker look with the, sort of the darker browns giving more of a distinction. And the belt. The Colossus Juggernaut doesn't have a belt. I tell you what, I'm gonna go and get the other one so we can do a little comparison. And we're back. I just do the little click just because I like doing it. There's no like timestamp or anything that helps me. Look at the two Juggernauts. I'm so happy with this. I did two things. I love comparisons. I love side-by-side stuff. Get out of here, Genis-Vell. I'm done with you now. It's time for the beefy boys. The beef. These guys. This reminds me of that awful WWE tag team from the mid-2000s. What are they called? The Gemini. The Gemini spelled like Jim. Oh god, mid-2000s WWE was awful. Actually, pretty much everything from the year 2000 was awful with a few rare glimpses of goodness. Anyway, I digress. Look at the two Juggernauts side-by-side comparison, and doing the side-by-side, I feel so much happier having this guy now as well. So worth having both. Zero buyer's remorse here. Goose egg. There is no problem with having two Jugs. Look at these two guys together side by side because they're so different. I don't know if it's going to focus enough, but you've got so much more going on with the eyes on this one. I haven't even turned him around to look at him yet. You guys are getting all the good views. This one is more animated with like he's got like the white eyes, which like I buy that, but it's more like a demon kind of thing. It's like, I like the fact that Kane Marco, besides having the crimson gem of like magic, is kind of just he's a thug. He's not a demon, he's just a big thuggish oaf of a guy. And this face screams big thuggish oaf. So I have 3 Juggernauts now with the Select as well. I'm not gonna get the Select out because he is buried at the back of the 1980s, I think. So I might get him out at another time. But yeah, doing the dare to compare, this Juggernaut has the open hands, which is fun. I like having the difference there. The fact that they can both run, I need to have more space so I can put them in running poses. They need to be free-range Juggernauts running around the display. But yeah, both of these guys. Now, this guy was kind of cheap. relatively cheap because he does have a little bit of scuffing on the back of his arm. But the seller was straight up with that. He was like, dude, that's the case. This is why he's going cheap. I was like, man, I tell you what, it's fine. In fact, I got a couple of quid off. I like my little negotiating tactics, which was just offer a slightly smaller price. And then he was like, well, how about a slightly bigger price, meet in the middle? I was like, I saved £2.50. It's a win. And then I immediately put that and a lot more money back onto other figures. But yeah, these two Juggernauts side by side, bright animated 90s cartoon, darker comic book style with the belt. The belt, I think, sets it off. Kind of, in case he's feeling a bit self-conscious, it's good to have something around your midsection. It's been a long time since I went, without a belt or something. Kind of like, you break it up a little bit. That's what you want to do. But yeah, my goodness. Two Juggernauts. I'm so pleased. This is fantastic. And we're not done yet. Oh, this is the big one now. This. Can you guys tell? Whoop. Can you guys tell what is? I'm gonna have to move these guys. They're so big. I'm gonna have to create some space. Oh my God, you're so thick and heavy and just this is what action figures should be. Right, there we go. So, can you tell? Any guesses? Any ideas? Oh, there's a lot of green. There's a lot of green in here. This is a figure that a lot of people have been saying, why don't you review this figure? Oh, God, the amount of people. Why don't you include this figure in your top 10 BAFs? Well, first of all, that's what you sound like. That's how you sound, okay? And the reason I didn't include this figure was because I didn't own this figure at the time. And I specifically said at the start of that video, these are the top 10 BAFs that I own. The amount of people who are like, what about Toy Biz? Why didn't you include Apocalypse? Because I haven't got Apocalypse. Although in fairness, I actually forgot that I had 4 other BAFs that I would have included if I'd remembered that I had them. So you were probably right to question me. I'm just kind of my brain works in very funny ways. And also like scary ways. Sometimes I scare myself. It's not easy being me. Even I have a hard time doing it. All right, let's crack open this thing. I'm gonna talk through this because I want to sort of make the video entertaining while I'm doing this. But also I was thinking I could just speed it up, but no, I want you to get the full experience. So yeah, let me tell you about my day. I was working at the pub. I was wearing my bandana in the pub. You know how many people wear bandanas in like Middle England? Not many. So I got a little bit of stick for it, but you know what? That's actually a very good lesson to you folks out there. If you enjoy doing something like for yourself, just do it. If you want to wear a bandana, or if you want to dye your hair, or shave your beard a funny way, just do it. Don't care what other people say. Because also, for a start, people will only rib you about something once if you react to it the right way. Never sell the rib. Someone sees you and they're like, oh, what is this, a Karate Kid? You're like, yeah, Karate Kid. I was like, oh, this Guns N' Roses. It's like, yeah, 1980s, that's cool. But if you get like upset about something, people are like, oh, we got him. So yeah, it's funny. Well, the first time at the pub, got a bit of stick, roll with the punches, good fun. Next time, same people there, but you know what? They didn't say anything because they're like, oh, it's no fun. He's not gonna rise to it. That's the way you should live your life. As my mother always says, don't let the bastards get you down. All right, now then, here we go. I tell you what, I was gas bagging off for so long, I didn't really unwrap very much. Oh, okay, I got it now. You got to get that money piece of tape. Once you get that, it all unravels. Oh yes! Oh. He's disassembled. I thought he'd be assembled. I get to assemble him. Oh, this is even better. Yeah, you guys know. It's Sauron. Yes, it's the Sauron legs and torso at the moment. I suppose like with the wings and everything, it would be difficult to ship him fully assembled. Look at this guy. I have been so envious of this in people's collections. He's such a big BAF, a big character. Look at it. I love an articulating jaw. Gives you so much more choice with how you pose him. This is bee's knees, and it's not even assembled yet. Shall we put them together? Let's put them together. We'll do it together. So first of all, we are here. Looks like he's got his little tail stub here. And right, let's see what other pieces we got. I was told he had a loose torso, but torso seems pretty good to me. Maybe it's a smidgen loose. Maybe when the arms are on there, it might not be as stable. Let's find out. But again, all the props in the world to the seller. He was straight up and he gave good prices because of that. You know, he was like, hey, these figures have, you know, things you should be aware of, and I'm pricing accordingly. I was like, dude, I'm down. I'm here for this. So first of all, look at that wingspan. Look at the size of that. Okay, we got the tail now. And we're back. That was some hard work, but oh my goodness. How worth it is this? Look at this guy. Look, he's blocking out the sun. You can't even see my glorious visage. This guy is what a BAF is all about. I can see why people rate this character so highly. And I'm not even looking at him much. You guys are looking at him. But look at this. And the torso's moving fine. There's no wobble there. There is so much going on here with this figure. Look at the detail on the belt, the little pouches. Look at how the paint job goes from the light green to the dark with the wonderful kind of fade. These huge wings. I'm kind of blown away by this. This is something special. I have no idea how I'm gonna find the space to put this guy. And look, he's got the tail on the back, which took a lot of work to get this guy on, but so worth it. I am absolutely gobsmacked by this. I knew it was gonna be good, but I didn't think it was gonna be this good. That's what I love about Marvel Legends, is that photos don't do them justice. They really don't. Even like the really nice, like professionally done photos, they look awesome. But when you actually have it in hand, they just, there's something tangible about seeing the articulation and the mold and the way it's made. This thing is worth the price of admission. 10 on 10, absolute aces. This guy is just wonderful. I am so made up. I want to end the video because I gotta go pose and photograph and play with this guy and this guy and this guy. This has been a great unboxing, and there's a few more good ones to come as well. But my goodness, look at Sauron here. What a wonderful package to come back to. Bring on the bad guys. My Mutant X-Men shelf is just absolutely killing the game. I think I'm gonna have to do a mutant top 10. A lot of people have been saying, do you want to do a top 10 X-Men, something like that? I think I'm gonna have to do a top 10 mutant characters, because, spoiler alert, Sauron's gonna rank pretty high. All right, guys, this has been a really fun unboxing. I'm not done. I'm gonna go and play with my toys. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, displaying_model_behavior. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior. Bah! If you enjoyed this video, then I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then join the 6-1 Clicks by clicking the subscribe button and don't miss a single episode of Model Behavior.